So I just want to talk to people that went through some shit that fucked them up for a second. So I lost my father in a very slow, like 5-6 year process with a brain tumor and dementia. And I just watched the man that raised me, that I love more than anything, turn into a shell of a human being and then die. It fucking sucked. And I know I'm laughing or whatever, it's not funny, it was terrible. And it really fucked me up after. I lost like 40 pounds, I stopped eating, I stopped taking care of myself. I just isolated, and it wasn't great. I don't say this to get I'm sorry or condolences or any of that. I don't want any of that. I want to make this to talk to people that have gone through some shit that fucked them up as well, and just talk as being on the other side of that right now. People will tell you time heals. Time does not fucking heal. Time does not heal. You can sit in sadness and pain for a lifetime, and a lot of people do it. And you can probably think of some older people spend a lot of time in bars that are in that fucking boat. And I'm not talking down to those people. I'm not talking down to anybody. Like, I'm speaking as someone that's been in that for a long time. Don't ever think of yourself as a loser for being in that place of hurt and weakness. Just know it's a period of weakness that has an end. But that end has to come from you making some deliberate changes, and it will take time. But it's not time on its own that'll do it. It's time on your part spent deliberately building a ladder for yourself outside of that hole. It may feel easier or less overwhelming to look outside for a woman or a drug or something to fill that hole that you feel. But it's really just, you're just digging that hole deeper, or you're numbing that pain that is a signal to you that something needs to change. And that pain is important for you to feel as a motivator to act. And if you numb that, you're not gonna act. And so I encourage you to not numb it. And it's really fucking hard. And I did numb it in a lot of ways that weren't healthy. And those things snowball really quickly, the things that you do to numb it. And the same way that that pain can snowball down into a much deeper hole that's a lot harder to get out of, the good things you do for yourself will also snowball. So if you're just brushing your teeth every morning and every night and eating 3 times a day, and getting out of bed and getting some sunlight when you haven't been for weeks, or whatever it is, that whatever point you're at, those incremental changes from that point will snowball in the same way that the negative things snowball. And if you can't see the exit from the hole, like, you will be able to see it with time spent making those little changes. So in that sense, time can heal, but you have to use that time for yourself. And you can't wait for someone or something to come save you or make you feel better. Like, no one ever will come save you. It's not gonna happen. You have to take responsibility for getting yourself out of the hole. And I know when you're in it, it feels like you're always gonna be in it. And you look at your situation or circumstance and you're like, how the fuck could I not feel this way when this is happening? You know, or when this has happened. How could I not feel this way? And you can see people try and talk to you or motivate you, and you're like, you don't fucking know. Like, how could I not feel like this? I mean, you're not in my shoes. You can't tell me not to feel this way. I feel it. And I'm not telling you not to feel that way. You might be right. You might feel that way for a long time, but you don't really decide when that glimpse of light comes where you now have a hope. And that you have to trust that if you keep trying to just do the things that you know are good for you, the little things that you know are good for you, that glimmer is gonna come in. And it might not be there every day, and you might only feel it during certain times, but it will grow. And those positive feelings will grow. And you'll always have some pain with the thing that fucked you up. But very slowly over time, you'll start feeling more positive things than negative, and you'll get yourself back. And you have to trust in the little things, the actions themselves, even if they don't bring you joy in the moment. Even if you don't feel like you're climbing out the ladder, you're not digging the hole deeper. And maybe that can just be like what your goal is to just not dig your hole deeper by packing on trauma and packing on problems when you're feeling so much pain, because it's really easy to do. It's really, really fucking easy. I did it. Like, I fucked up pretty bad. I really just did damage to myself when I was angry. And I just want to encourage you to just do everything you can to not pack on. And just do the little things to take care of yourself and keep doing it. And don't look for anybody else or anything to come save you. Just own it, that it's gonna be you, and it's gonna take time, and it's gonna suck. But you'll do it. When you're down low, do not look at what other people are doing. Don't look at their achievements. Don't think like, oh, they're doing that and I'm like having a hard time brushing my fucking teeth. It's fine. It's fine. You are in this body, in this life, and if it sucks, but it's yours. This is what you have to deal with right now. And it's only up to you, and only you can fix it. And you will fix it, but you have to just make those small changes and take pride in those little achievements. And you can be hard on yourself and say like, fuck, I want more out of this life. That's fine. But celebrate your little wins and stack them and stack them and stack them till you're no longer in that hole. And once you get out of the hole, don't stop. Like, start building something even bigger than just being normal. You know, like it's gonna be an effort to get normal again, and then once you're normal, keep going up. And that's the battle. And it's a battle that only you can win, and you got it.